What is going on? Hello to Mr. Space Galleria, top gentleman dude, Mr. Lightblade in the chat too, along with Brooker Gaming. We got some legends here. Appreciate you joining, boys. Thank you very much. Today, just sole focus on trying to set a car up for Zandvoort and Paul Ricard, so we'll see how far we get with that. Full disclosure, I did a bit of Paul Ricard, about 40 minutes of it today, and I feel like the setup is there or thereabouts, so that should be a good thing, right? You know, I'm not messing around too much with it, but it definitely needs fine-tuning. Because the last time I was here was with the ISDA Racing League, which was a little while back now. In fact, so far back, Brooker actually had a full head of hair. So yeah, it was crazy. It was good. I didn't do particularly well here. I think Brooker might have been out this round with a bad back. There's the irony. He's still got a bloody bad now, or leg. Whichever one it is. Anyway. What happened was I came round West car 14. Came round this corner, perfectly fine, side by side with the guy in front. I let him through into this twisty bit and he runs wide at turn 3. He goes wide, so I stick my nose in to go up the inside and he just turns straight back in. Pretty much what that guy did, but ended up turning around and got a penalty for it. So it is what it is, unfortunately. I got a drive through and it kind of ruined the race for me. But we had some good races that season. Again, we had a good race at Paul Ricard too. And we'll be trying that track out very soon. The setup will be much the same as ISDA anyway. I got it right the first time. Yeah, I think got to tread a line with those sort of words. We misinterpreted a little different. But yeah, we'll get out on track. Optimum track, 23.27, so I should have the pressures alright for it. Let's see what's happening. Need to refill my e-cigarette. The timing of this one is absolutely crap. I had to take the dog out twice. Mr. Lightblade, good front end, low drag, and sort the rear out with your right foot. What? I like your style, buddy. I'm not the drift king of ACC. In fact, I've spent such a long time of it. I doubt we'll be anywhere up at the top bloody 5 people, but we'll give it a go. I did watch the FRL race last week. Last week. 4 hours. They had a really good race. Big shout out to Dell, who did the complete 4 hours on his own as well, which was impressive and stupid all at the same time. So, but he managed to do it. So, well, big love to him. I'll be back in just a moment, guys. Alright. I'm not going to hide the setup because there's literally no point in me hiding it because it's crap, you know, not anywhere near where I should be. Missing out a little bit, but yeah, I'll try it, man. I got it right the first time. Yeah, missed racing with Brooke. Hopefully we get the team together. TJ, I'm going to watch that replay back of TJ because I saved the replay. I didn't save it because I was racing with TJ. I saved it because I like to use the clip on the second lap where the guy just completely took me out, you know, for a future video or something like that. So, but I got the whole race, so we can have a little evaluation of TJ and what he needs to improve on. But TJ shouldn't be put off by that performance and making mistakes, that kind of thing, because he did pretty well, to be honest with you. I think the thing is with like tracks like that, it's been so long now. But you know, I've watched like 2 videos on the track guide from like Yorkie and things like that. Kind of know where to brake, and I still make mistakes at turn 1, you know. I'll either brake late or early and stuff like that. Still not perfect, but I study the track I'm going to race on, you know. But with us lot, we've already done that, so it's like second kind of nature to us. But he's going in there blind thinking he can race it like Monza essentially, and it's not the case. But yeah, a little bit of homework and stuff like that, and some other driving techniques and stuff, and just watching your own line and things like that. But we can watch it from my perspective too and see how we get on from there. But yeah, it looks like it's been a long while. I don't think I've driven Zandvoort since March or something. I can't remember where the setup is now. Can I be the #1 driver, Jeff? If you're anything like you are in Rust, my friend, no. But you see these setups here, what's this, March? So these are December 2022, March 2023, March 2023, so I think that's what I'm using, the March 22, but obviously I came on today and did some testing, so yeah, I'm using I've set a pre-patch, so it's not going to be easy, but I'm hoping we get an endurance team together, obviously. I'm hoping me, Brooker, and TJ can jump in as well, and if Jeff's game for jumping in as well, that could be a cool team. I'd need one more, I think, for a 24-hour. Well, I know I would need one more for a 24-hour. But yeah, it'd be cool to have all the guys in, but there's a lot of things that need sorting out, working out first and stuff like that by Simpers. Yeah, I was watching some of his lines and stuff, even when he's side by side, he's kind of drifting over on other cars and stuff. I don't know if he realises he's doing it. But yeah, I'll watch the replay after I've given this a little blast around this track. Put some fuel in this bad boy. 20 litres. Put 35 in, try and get the tyres on where they should be. And then crack on from there, I think. 12 laps, I think that's more than enough fuel.
Low tire pressure, right. Stay clear of the curbs.
Let's watch the delta and the little mini map and see if we're going to block anyone's lap. Looks pretty clear. Yeah, we're fine. Let's keep it in TC5 now on the outline. Bring us a little twitchy, so we need to do something with either the rear bump stops or the rear wheel rates, or even set up even that old, maybe the ride height or something. But we can go through it all anyway, and I'll definitely watch that replay after this race, and we'll get to see what happened to me in that Monza race. My car was hammered, man. My steering wheel was like that. And it wasn't until afterwards that Big 2J said his car was pretty knackered. What I've actually done for this, because all the pros and Tier 1 drivers have like Helsinki pedals and they can be max brake, the game is not applying that. You can apply all the loads and stuff like that. So even though they look like they're on max brake, actually they're not applying that amount of force to it to give you that understeer. So what I've done is I've actually moved the brake pressure in game in the setup to around 80, just to stop it being too aggressive on the front man. Oh, TJ's in. Hello, my friend. Get back to you in a second. Tire pressure still extremely low, so don't judge me. And then the setup is from March. You didn't miss anything. We're going to watch the replay of the Monza race. We're going to see where you could have done a bit better. Watch what happened to me on that one. Basically a learning curve, like I was saying, mate, with Monza and every track. I've watched so many like lap guys, so I know the markers for it. Ultimately, I'll be able to point them out to you. Yeah, that's how you still know any of it. But hopefully, it should make you a bit more aware of Monza, you know. At least give you some references of the way you want to work. I'm thinking when we do set this endurance team up, I'm going to give you a bit of homework. Mainly a friend of ours and good racer on Apex, one of the developers of Little Monkey Project Cars 2. He does lap guides for ACC and they're super good, super detailed, and it's all you'll need to know. And we're going to have a look at SimGrid as well. We'll have a look at what endurance races are coming up. I'm also going to give you a link to sign to the team so you can be included in it too. But yeah, let me do a few laps, see where we're at. Cheeky drops first. That front end then. Not ideal. Brake too late. You're braking too late for turn 1, but you're braking far too early for a lot of the other corners. And what that's doing is there's people behind you that are just, you know, rear-ending you. And it's not because they're sending it. It's just you're braking. It's hard, man, because you're braking too late for what is it? Turn 1.
Well done, mate. Good fastest step so far.
Puts a lot of crack into you that you know you're braking too early for other corners too, but there's some good references from Monza that I can show you. Oh shit. so we need to be aiming for a 35, or at least a low 35. It doesn't look like we're going to be quite there yet. This lap is pretty involved, so I've only got the straight really to read stuff on. We're out wide here. Get away with that. Car is sliding, man. Alright.
Yellow flag, be careful.
I don't like it already.
Yellow flag in
Tyre
sector
process
3.
were coming up there, so that's good news. Let's have a look. Logitech JL was slated in your Monza driving. I wasn't slated in Monza driving. In fact, if you watch the start of the video, my friend, I was telling you not to be discouraged by that race. There's a lot to learn in that race. But other than that, it's just breaking points and little nuances, and especially when it comes down to racing on ACC as well. But I've never slagged your driving off for being on ACC. It's a learning curve. Fuck me, Jeff's organising community races and he's still fucking... You know? You're still using Logitech? What, me? No, this is a Fanatec CSL, thank God. Set knowledge? No, I don't think that's it. And the thing is, mate, the Porsche isn't slow at that track. It's not. It was your exit out of the Parabolica that was determined how fast you were going down that main straight. For a start, right, I think the lad in P1, or he was anyway until you rejoined, the lad in P1 was a Porsche. The Porsche can be absolutely rapid there, but yeah, I doubt he's running the aggressive default setup, so you got to give yourself some credit there. But it's not having a go at you. I'm simply going to watch it for my turn 2 thing, but I will be able to show you some really easy tips on being quicker ultimately at Monza, you know. It does look a bit different. Yeah, I had damage on my car too. I think when I pitted on the end of the lap 3 or 4, I had 1 minute and 20 seconds of damage, so I took the tyres off and I had like not ridiculous, it was like 50 odd seconds of damage, man, and the wheel was bent like that too, so it can be a detriment. Do you need to be a certain pace to organise a race? Missed that rule. I never said that. You come in here, tell I was slagging him off, which it wasn't that. But yeah, you were running the aggressive setup, and it's difficult. Some of them, in my opinion, are hit and miss. Even with the CDA setups, I think they're hit and miss. I don't get me wrong, there's some good ones there, but I don't find all of them work for myself, you know. Which is the advantage of doing a team car, which is the advantage of being in a team, is that we will all work together on a setup and make sure it suits all of us together, you know. So I'll need all your input onto making a setup, and we'll try and tailor it to everybody's needs, you know. But also, with factoring that's a dry setup, we've also got to make this setup work in the rain as well. So, you know, we'll be hopefully 50% driving a car that we're all happy about, you know, driving, and then the other 50 will work in the rain kind of thing. It's just a compromise, man. Hello, friendly homie. I've seen you in TJ's chat, giving the love. I hope you're well, my Yorkshire friend. But no, you don't need to be quick to organise community races at all, no. But to say that with TJ and stuff like that, it's just little things with him, and I'm sure he'll be rapid. Like when I first got on with TJ, I know it was the last patch, but he was doing nearly 57s at Nürburgring. Of course, all the pros and stuff doing like 52s, 53s. Anywhere 54, 55 is rapid, right? So him being anywhere near that on his first outing was bloody impressive. Granted, he was using my setup in the car, but you know, you still got to drive that thing. I think it may be a little easier for him at Nürburgring. He kind of knows it. Well, he doesn't actually. I was watching him earlier, and he's in the wrong gear for a lot of the corners, and he turns in a little early. The other thing that I have with TJ's driving is he does what you do, Jeff, and he stabs at the throttle while going into, like, coming through a corner, and it's just unsettling the car, and it's inducing the understeer. You've got to manipulate the weight and stuff like that. It's just practice, man. That's all it is. I'm sure you'll get it. Jeff just gives special favours to his drivers, we understand. Jeff has got a solid community, man. I do like Jeff's community, good community drivers. Jeff's a bit of a prick, but you know, he's a good lad ultimately. And he's got a good community behind him, he'll do well with all them boys. Right, I seriously need to find some pace here, so what I'll do is I'll take it out one more time. Shit, tyre pressures. Let's just bop these down a second, because they're way too high. Alright, I'm happy with that, and we'll go with that. I was naughty in Jeff's stream by accident. Hey, you cannot be naughty in that stream, it's all family friendly and stuff, and then as soon as Jeff jumps over into anybody else's stream, bloody giving it bloody laughs, that last.
Stay clear of the curbs.
But no, none of that's allowed in Jeff's stream. I love that TJ in his stream has like moderated sort of chat on there, so you can't say certain words as well. Bloody cheek of those guys. Right.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
You've got to drop the ABS, you've got to drop the braking. Alright, whatever I did, that one. It's kind of already doing what I'm telling it to do, but it is the first lap and side pressure will work.
Slow car ahead.
It's not a bit sideways.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
It's in the middle of the corner. This track here, especially even with normal crashes, right? It's going to be a tyre killer. Having the brake gloves wide open is a must. This corner coming up here has like a concrete thing out of it, this bump here. And it's a nightmare. If you hit that, the wrong angle, the wrong time, you are going to get like a tyre pressure drop. And that basically means you've got a slow puncture. And the pressures on that side of the car, especially the front right, will just increasingly just go down and down and down until you start losing a lot of grip on it. Or
yellow flag in sector 1.
You know, but also this corner here, this has got the same sort of thing. There, look. You can get away with that one a lot more than the other one. Alright, let me settle out. I want to touch that curb so I'll track the car in, but I keep missing it. As I keep hitting the limit, I'm going to have to move it. It's been a while since I've raced properly, done any laps. So the car's coming out the pit lane. Do what? That wasn't clean. There's half a second in that first bit, man. I can't believe I'm on a 37.8.
Yellow flag, be careful. There's a slow car up ahead.
Where? Too wide. Attack helicopters? What do you mean attack helicopters? What am I missing in the chat? It'd have been nice for the Ferrari to move there, but obviously not close enough to it. Keep it nice and flat around here. A little bit of an early turning.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Alright, 36.3, we're climbing. Massive improvement over the last lap, right?
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Little power exit there. Looks like we're gonna be in the 35 and computers together, but the car ahead that's a little slower than us. Come on, Junior. Alright, well, this car goes. So he's just racing himself for the minute. An hour. I think an hour with us at some point, man. I think he's got how long for for driving. If he just concentrates on one track and the lap guy doesn't know where to brake, I think he'll be fine. And I definitely do, and I don't say that about a lot of people a lot of the time. But what we'll do is we'll look at the replay. I'll do a couple more laps. I feel like this setup isn't bad. I'll look at the replay, and then we'll look at SimGrid, and we'll look at the upcoming endurance events we can all sign up to and see if there's something we can agree on. I am swapping TCs, just so you know, between 4 and 5. Surely not again, Ferrari.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Oh, I'm going wide. Shit. Well, lost loads of time. About half a second. For some reason I'm struggling a minute. Tyre pressure there. Perfect even. Oh, we will have it. Hello, Doug, my friend. Welcome. Hope you're well. Should be all flat this, and I just come out there to work. Tire pressure's on the front right are bad. My ducts are at 3 and 3, there needs to be a lot more open. But it's only, what, a couple of laps. He's going to have a...
Well done, mate. Your fastest lap so far.
Oh, wow, dude. Yeah. Like I said, this setup's from a little while back now, so... Pushing. Alright, let's bring the ABS down. Let's bring the brake down as well. This lap's alright on. Good to Right, Junior.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Offside. Yeah, weekend thing. I don't think I've got anything. Oh, yes, I have. I feel like it's one of those nights though, seriously. A litre of rum. We had some rum last week, haven't we? 46%. No. Lost some time. I think there's like 2 temps in that first corner. Oh, not wide. Yeah. Oh, shit. Well, we're in the 35s now anyway, but not the side of 35 we want to be. Oh my god. Oh, man, how can he be that far ahead? probably going to be down here when I come across the line, just not keeping the speed up. Tastes better though, yeah. Tenner at Lidl. Ricard. See what's going on with this car. What's the times? So I'm quicker than P1 in the first sector, but there's another 2 temps there. Losing all that time in the middle sector and huge, massively on the last sector, which will be the 4th to last and the 3rd to last corner, 100%. So why aren't it giving me like the quickest in the middle sector? It's weird. Anyway. Grab it straight or in coffee for cold. Each to their own, my friend. Each to their own. Right, let's see what we're doing here. Can we make it a bit more stable on the rear? Probably. Can we do with this? Feeling these need to come down a little bit. So what we'll do is bring these up right down. Because this is on the last patch, remember, so. Again, I'll put that brake power there because I think it does anything. Let's try the front bump stop range. Okay, what were the tyres at? We could do with the aero being put down too, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Tastes like Captain Morgan's and isn't amazing but drinkable. Right, I'll do a few more laps, then we'll watch the replay, then we'll check SimGrid together. Ultimately, checking SimGrid together, we're going to be able to see the endurance races that are coming up in Held. But you will need to join my team. That liver in front, who's that in the backer? Liver is like the same one as our teams, though. Okay, so these guys are going to be in the way of the dude coming across the side of the lap. The fuck, you idiot. I'm not watching. Anyway, food and watch. That P-Hub or this? I'm just going to do a few more laps and then I'll crack on with that replay. And then obviously take a look at the endurance states for as well to get into an endurance race. Fortunately, you get to see yourself firsthand.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
The events that we're all that we could join together. These are all professionally done. There's now 2.4 hour simulated 24-hour races on them. You know, you might want to start off small and do an event yourself. Put 4-hour races into the event. Alright, what did we do? The bump stocks, front bump stocks and the brakes, right? Feels better automatically. But again, this is the first laps. Still in the 36 as well, it's really pissing me right off. Chicken Kiev and chips. You are excused.
There's a slow car ahead.
Is someone kind of get out of the way now? Let these boys have the fun. While I try and locate my e-cigarette. We've got some clear track ahead of us unless somebody decides to jump out the pits. Going my look. Take a look. Right, here we go. My excuses, the tyre pressures are not there on the left hand side yet. 25.6s and we're looking for around 26 things. That area. Exit.
in sector 3.
Never done this kind of competitive online racing for a long time, so I've got to knock it down. Anyway, so this is a throwaway, definitely. I know I could do at least mid to low 35, so there's a little second in this lap. So we gave them about an 8-second start, 8-second head start from us, and we're already, it might not be, that might be just one that's had a bit of an off. We have to give this dude some space too. Try and grab the inside, help us open here. And I've not played this for a little while, so it's going to take some time, I imagine. Now pit lane. And you can see me. Oh, that's as close as we want to get there.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Not good. Bit of a stutter there, someone's joined the organ.
Yellow flag ahead.
That's
Watch
an
out.
area where it wasn't ideal. Oh, no. At least fuck off the line. Typical 911 drive. Like, you're facing backwards, you could literally go into the grass if you wanted to. But obviously he's just waiting there, he's not moving, so it's going to be on anyone else that runs into the back of him, essentially. Or the front of him. Yeah, there's time all over this, man. But have a swig of rum for us as well, I think. Where's the glass? I think that's the only thing I've got left. That's from the, what is extreme? That's strong.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Still not great, but I know I've got time. First corner.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Worked a bit late there. I can't get this together at all. There's time everywhere in this lap. I just cannot put it together. It's a bit ambitious. That shows how crap we are at the minute. I think it's a chicken game every night. I like
Well done,
chicken
mate.
game
This has
every
been your
night.
personal best.
Might need to knock its first, you know, there. You bad girl. I'm we have to come out the way of the block over there, so we'll go with the easy spot to let him through. We're on now, 35 and a half. How far are we on? 2 seconds.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Right.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Let's let E1 go through.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
But yeah, what is it, Oliver? How much laps have we got? 3 laps of fuel, but probably not after this outlet, right? And then we'll check out the replay. And it's not to put anybody down, it's just to show what we could do, where to brake. Every car's a little different. Just gonna belt through there, and I think that's where the time is, through that last section there. Alright. But it's alright that last
Yellow flag ahead,
all
be
that
careful.
time being there essentially, but it's been able to put the whole lap together so you can get there. Just the turn one. I'm gonna knock into first this time. Be like, see what to do with the brake lights. Got a tire around there too. Oh, this isn't good. No idea how we're keeping the belt on. So we get this last little bit right. But oh, that was shit. Shit. Pushing a little bit too hard, and I guess that's the blow that's. Well, it's not looking good. Yeah, I think we're gonna have another slow lap here. Bring the brake bias though. Keep an eye on that really carefully with this. Try getting this right. Followed him. What is he doing?
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Not really this lap, but at least we got past him. Like one more lap and then we'll check out the replay. It's going to be difficult at the minute with this floppy and bunch drivers. Not a bit against them or anything, because obviously everyone's just still finding this out. A lot of people have been at this since Monday, or maybe Tuesday, to work on the setup. Right, last lap.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I apologise for not reading the chat. I'll probably muck up my line here and I'll be able to speak. Frustrating because I can see the time there, you know? Definitely down a little bit. I don't mind down on time, we're definitely up, but we lost a lot of time in that bit. I'll keep pressing the engine cut instead of the lower TC. Around the gravelly. Alright, we'll pull it in. This is a dodgy truck. This is a dodgy bit lane to try and fit in this one if you've not practiced it. Can catch a lot of people out. I think the time's there, man. I think there's at least three tenths in it. At least. It's a shame. But I think it's there, so we'll save that setup. Which one is it? 1-1 testing 23-27. Optimum track. That bad boy. Let's have a quick look at the timetables. Quick lap at the minute is a laudable R3. R3. Not that far off it. Again. Yeah. I think we'll be able to piss all over that in all honesty. Oh god. 35.5, and I don't know how much time was in there, man. Is Doug getting off? Hope so, Joe's 50, so we'll see. Big love to Doug, man, if you're still here. I appreciate you popping in. So we did a couple of laps. We're at about mid 35, but I know for a fact there's at least 2 or 3 attempts in it. 2 or 3 attempts out of that. Let's be fair with that and go the high side of the 35.2. So yeah, would be people. Are you serious? I don't know who he's talking to. Right, let's have a little look at that replay. Oh, he commented on your short. I've watched your channel, bro, but I don't watch the Twitch, but I'm subscribed to it. I don't see your short going up. And then when you said you were racing, it was like, oh, I'm racing on Twitch, which is weird. They can't see it. Stream on YouTube. 3 to 5 times, I think, with the car doing what I want. I think in that first sector alone, turn 1, 2, and 3, there's maybe 2 attempts there. And I think if I got not the sweeping right-hander, but the one directly after it right, and I wasn't sideways, I think there's between, yeah, there'll be about 3 attempts. So this was the race earlier on. I joined extremely late. There was a guy that joined later than I did, so that's us in our 44 livery for Esther. Look at that. Was it F7? Do you know what it is? It'll say it's starting, but it's not. I'm just trying to. There we go. It's off now. But yeah, it was a cool livery design, this one, for the Silverstone 500 that we did. Yeah, I haven't gone anywhere. It's just I've got my hotkeys to up, down, left, right, and they're all doing something regardless to scenes in the chat, in the stream, which isn't handy. But anyway, that was the car we were running at Monza, which is good fun. And as you can see in this lobby, let's have a look. So again, the Porsche isn't quick at Monza. The Porsche is literally second in a bit. It's a quick car. A super quick car. It's a big ass lobby, and I believe till Doug was in here as well. He was also representing the 911. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So yeah, this actually now it's sorted itself out. The thing is in P1, right? So okay, so we'll go a little further down the grid, or up the grid. There's old TJ in this livery. Don't know why in that livery, but yeah, I think ultimately, if you was to go into the 911s and you go look at the cars, because there's not just like one car for a team, there's a couple of liveries, and I think you'll find nice helmet. I think you'll find that you can change the AM thing. Is this pink number? I think is an indication for AM. I'm not 100% sure about that. It might just be a certain year of the cars as well. I'm not 100%. But yeah, you can like you see, you have got an actual white door plate here. It's not a red door plate. It's weird. But I don't think you've done that many online races. So again, what I can see here, just off the bat, right? Your ABS is at 6. Yeah, again, I'm not a Porsche guy. I don't tune at the Porsche guy, but generally you want that below 5, you know? 3, 4, 5, that kind of area for it. And then your brake balance on the Porsche as well. He's aggressive and they do, what is it, go way off it. So most quick drivers will run the brake balance of a Porsche below 50. I think Brooker runs it around 47, between 47 and 48. And that's rearwards. So you've got that at nearly 60. We'll round it off, it's 60 front brakes, you know? So it's putting a lot of load on the front of the car where there's not a lot of weight. Basically what that'll do is it'll help you turn in more if you lower that brake balance down to like, I find going obviously low is better, but anywhere below 50 is a good thing. Between 47 and 50 is where you want the brake balance of a Porsche. I set it to 60, right? Yeah, you're going the wrong way with it. A lot of front engine cars, I think you'll get away with that kind of thing. Even in the BMW, I'm at like 53, 52. The more rearwards it is, the more turn I think you're going to get, and especially with the Porsche as well, because this thing's renowned for brake steering, right? With I got it wrong last time. You hold the brake. Shit, give me a second. Brake steering. There's an actual word for it, and I'm totally forgetting it now. But yeah, like actually turning with the actual brakes itself. It's weird, man. What's it called? Dragon brake? What the hell's it called, man? It depends where you build a community, ultimately. Build it on Twitch or build it on YouTube, you'll still have that community. You have community people, they'll just watch what they're into. If they're into that sort of racing game, then they will inevitably look you up. I don't know how big a community is for Forza, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's not about that. It's about community and the people that want to watch it. So, you know, YouTube's massive compared to, I think, Twitch. It's huge. There's so much content on there. It's what you're looking for. So, you know, generally my channel's ACC. Not at the minute it isn't. I've obviously done a lot of shooting games, but the majority of my subs are all people that drive in ACC, race in ACC, or watch ACC. It's just that community of people. It takes a little time to build it up and whatnot. But it is what it is. Dragon braking, trail braking, that's the one, yeah, and it's never so more true with the actual Porsche. It can be twitchy if you've got it set up kind of wrong, and it takes a bit of practice, this. And again, this is why the Porsche is so much different from a lot of the other cars. A lot of the other cars I might be able to jump in and actually jump around the setup and stuff like that, but this thing's, it's backwards, even with like its TCs and stuff like that, you know. It's kind of backwards a little bit the way it goes around things, and it's kind of the same for the setup mainly, I think. You know, I think it is a bit backwards, but there are certain things that still apply to all cars. Anyway, let's look at what happened to me on the first couple of laps. Here we go. People have been asking for it, so I'll give them what they want. So again, right, this one last thing I'll sort of tell you here. TJ, I know I told you before, obviously, when you sat on the grid like this and you're looking forward, you've got your menu, start, timetables, setup, some of the options. You sat there, your tyres are going cold. They're going cold, right? If you were sat in this position and not actually in your setup menu. So what you need to do when you sat on the grid like this is physically click into your setups. You don't have to go into it, like into your current setup. You just need to be in it and the car will lift off the ground. That basically means that the team are out there with like tyre blankets on. I watched you do it in the last race at Monza as well, and you started with blue-ish tyres, you know. But after a couple of laps, they'll give you a little bit more, you know, they'll come up in pressure. But it's just an easy thing to have the kind of, not instant grip, but you'll have a lot better grip than first couple laps than at least 50% of the grid. You need to be in the actual setup thing. And once you hear like, I can't remember what it says now, but when the timer goes down to like 20 seconds, just back out that setup, into the main menu, press start. Anyway. But you were doing, theoretically, you were doing it right, you just weren't into that little setup bit. It can be annoying because you're not seeing all the cars in the grid, but you're not going anywhere either, so you're not losing or gaining anything. But if you're in that setup actual menu bit, you're changing some stuff. I don't know what I'm changing there. But yeah, this was me coming in. I haven't got a proper setup for this either. I was using an old one. So there you go. Do you see that there? Watch the car. Like bob down, up and down. That's us getting ready for the race and my car being lowered down with like 20 and 15 seconds to go or something. My tyres are in a warmer window essentially. Mess with your setup to trick the game. No, don't touch your setup. Do not touch it. Just be in those menus essentially. Just think of it like that. Your mechanics are sorting your car out when you're in that setup menu screen. Once you've dropped it and you sat on the grid, you're nowhere. Another thing as well that I watched was you were left-hand side. You were lucky not to get disqualified before the even race started. You were in this side lane, and obviously you're in your green window and that lot, but the whole time you don't see the arrow, the pointing red arrow, telling you to be in the right-hand lane until you get right round. You only got that by seconds by coming over before them lights started to like get ready kind of thing, gives you the speed limit thing. You pulled right over just in time. And you know what I mean, if you get away with it, you get away with it. But obviously you run the risk of being disqualified too. Let's have a look. So you've got a flashing a red right in your green now to move that way. Now you get away with it, obviously, you moved over just in the nick of time. But what that's doing is there's a car behind you trying to get into his zone. And you're kind of like in their way doing that, so instantly you're probably pissing someone else off that wants to try and fit into that zone. Here, you cross over so quickly here. Watch this. I think you realise now. It's meant to be in the right-hand lane, remember? And you know it's like now. There you go. And this is where we get the speed. As soon as you come over there, you just make it into that thing, man. You were there by seconds, but it's just the more practice you do, the more laps you do, the more race starts you do, you'll understand that green thing, and you just concentrate and kind of trying to push that, because you can manipulate it a little bit, that starting thing and being in that box kind of thing. But I'll show you how. Yeah, it resets the pressures. Well, it just keeps the pressures that you set, essentially. If you set on there, then all the pressures that you set are lowering the whole time. So I made a mistake here, I don't know if you saw it, but on here, right? So I'm in TC4 and ABS4, and I'm trying to mess around, I think, to lower the ABS, and what I do is I turn map 2 on here, like an idiot. That's you. Map 2 like an idiot. Yeah, I'm trying to mess around with money stuff and I end up giving that away. I'm obviously trying to play it safe because it's a 30-minute race. That's you there, so that's how much we've sort of gained on that start. There was a couple of cars that had moved over. Let's keep our edge for it. Camera? Thank you. Yeah, pushed a little bit there. One more try for it is a beast again. So I think you break a bit late here too, but it's just knowing the boards. A lot of them cut over, you ran the bumps, but you managed to get away with it, but obviously, while you've kind of done that, which, you know, you get away with it, that's perfectly fine, but, you know, it's definitely messed me up. I think I got the worst of what happened there. Ultimately, you've still kept that position. Come back over, I'm trying to brake here. Come back over on the line, I've got to brake here. This fucking car does one gun to me, and I'm pretty sure the car behind it that sticks it up the inside too, so... Is there? Yeah, another car, so 2 positions lost, TJ. 2. Oh, okay, I'm fighting this thing all the way, so... And again, watch this. This car here, right, knows exactly what he's doing, right? Because obviously this car's going slow. So what he's going to do is, I don't know whether he realises he's doing it, or he's just kind of trying to catch the draft of that car in front. But I'm pretty much boxed in at this point. because I have nowhere to go. I can't move over that way. Although, on review, I think he does try and give it the space, to be honest with you. But yeah, ultimately would have been like 3 wide in that. So again, kind of missed out there too. People getting a run on me. Yeah, well, not as big a bounce as I got, and believe me, with a direct drive wheel. See, that's just knowing what's coming there. Watching him, I was afraid he was going to actually rejoin there. But yeah, with a direct drive wheel, mate, trust me, I think I got the bad end of the stick, because I nearly broke my wrists on this lap. So I'm coming down into the parabolic now. Still fighting the car the inside time. Straight for the draft. Into TC5 just to stop the brilliant spinning because it's first couple of laps and I think TC4 had a car slide. So I'm just minding my own business. I've had a fairly clean. I've just avoided all the shit. So watch this. That was my race. So let's watch this from another point of view. What's a cock end? So yeah, that was kind of my race. Let's have a look where that car was. If it gets in. I don't think he's unsighted, right? So. And he takes the Ferrari out for good measure. That was nice of him. Oh, I did a little nudge there, that was my bad. You keep going? Yeah, he does. Good for him. Anyway, yeah, that's what I had to contend with, and with a direct drive wheel, I definitely felt that. So yeah, onwards and upwards. So where are we? I think lap 4 is when I had to pit. So I was miles behind everybody. Was it this end of lap 3, yeah? So watch this for etiquette. I'm in like a pack here. And I'm indicating to let them know that I'm coming into pit lane so nobody's gonna send it up the inside of me. But literally the steering wheel's like this the entire time. There's not a lot I could actually do there. And that was Jeff on his autocam. Yeah. But yeah, I wasn't impressed with that, and I believe the Lambo came in too. Anyway, that was me. Cut him off at 11, having a fucking time of his life. Right, let's look at TJ start and evaluate it. But that was mine anyway. So this isn't to ridicule you or anything. You got to keep grinding and doing it, but we can learn some braking points at least to get the car in. So first of all, be in the right starting lane. Fundamental, but always helpful. So you're over it now. I'm not sure if you've got your lights on or you are dragging the brake there, hang on. You are dragging the brake. No, you... Alright. You're just warming the tyres. So you are dragging the brake properly, but you're doing it again here. Right, you're just using that to control the speed. You don't need to do it in the Porsche as much, but... Yeah, it was Jeff. Nice cautious start. And then it's just chock-a-block here, man. It's just trying to avoid the damage. Nothing you could do with any of that concept there at all. Try and avoid this bit here when you're coming onto these curves. Not initially, you're fine, it's alright to run wide, but the further you get up here, there's actually a jump in the bump at some point. I think it's probably more towards the end, and it can really throw the car off. I think we've got a little bit of it there. So we know the first lap was scrappy. And again, you're I've got my car, I think, trying to have a go at it, yeah. So this is what I'm talking, this is what I want to, it's nothing bad, but watch your steering here. You've got a car at the inside, so you've got to pick a lane, basically. And you know this, it's fundamental. I don't think you know that you're doing it though. So you need to be on the right hand side, steering off towards the left to make his corner a little harder, I'm guessing, you know, so he's not got as much to kind of turn in on you and lean on you. But you end up like kind of leaning on him a little bit and coming over. Look, it's coming over, and you're coming off that white line essentially, which is like looking not to see how you've come on. It's only a little bit, but it's just easier for other people to judge what you're doing, and yourself, like give yourself a little bit of leeway, because if this guy braked earlier or something, you'd end up hitting him. So basically just stick to your line. But I don't know if you know that you're doing that or not. You're still turning a lot, but right, so we know it's scrappy. I think you're put off with the car not being able to see that apex. This here, this is a third gear corner, this is, and you want to be braking. This is a really easy point. You see this yellow marker here? That is where you want to be sort of shifted down afterwards. So I know, not that one. This one, Marshall thing here. Knock it down into third there. Turn it in. No. Put your let's watch your throttle inputs. But knock it into third here. You don't want to be on the accelerator at all until this initially starts to grip up, and you can use all of this runoff, but it's just practice. But there's braking points, right? So there's 50 marker board. Knock it down into third again. Let it come through. Nice avoidance there. It's a pain when that 50 board gets taken out, and it's a little bit missing what you do. But if you see here, top of here, you brake way too early, but that's fine. We're looking. There's a look. This touch of what is it here? Is where you want to be braking. This, what is it? Concrete bit. You know the grey bit there? There's a rule. That's if you see that grey bit, you want to be braking for the corner. Also, over these curves, man, the inside of your right-hand tyres, right-hand side of the car wants to be onto these inside curves here. You can take a lot of that, and it just, what it does is, instead of you like either understeering on, it just really narrows that corner off. So you literally kind of almost straight lining into the parabolica. But it's hard to do if you've not got the car set up right. And attack that curve as well, you can get away with it if the car's set up right. But you've got to understand, right, this guy hasn't raced, he doesn't do ACC. He doesn't know any of the braking points and references here. So what you're doing is it's quite something. You've got the ability. Just go back again very quickly. I like to brake. You can brake, it's in between the 100 and the 50 board. I find myself braking just before the 50 and chucking it in, but it's how you feel comfortable. More and more laps you'll do it. So I just start braking then. So. This is the third gear corner again. Good save. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Turn 1. Now, I'm the worst person to give advice about turn 1, because I never get it right. Either I brake too early, or I brake too late. So as a rule, I was brake between the 150 and the 100 board. So I'll be on the brakes now. Which you seem to be. Hang on a minute. Right, so at the 150 board then here, just before, again I'm not worried with that one either. I pitted after that damage and I came out in front of the leader by about 3 seconds, and it wasn't until I think you got a drive through that I waited on you, because the leader couldn't catch us at either. So again, this is the second gear corner. It's a lot of curve. Nice save. You've got some good reactions now. Just letting it roll in, Too many gears, shifts exist. doing the weight of the car, but I think you'll find just with the brake lines below 50 that those corners you'll feel a lot more comfortable taking them in the gear. I think you get punted here. Nope. It's going to exit. So again, the grey bit over the curve. You can do it that time, so you understand the principle of it. No. You can be off there, man. The green bit narrows out the track limits. So you're already picking up the pace, man. Well, the reactions are there, man. Into third, very early. You can bang, bang, bang. It's a good gearboxes on these cars, man, that are made for that car. Either it won't shift because it'll blow the engine up, or you know, you can usually shift them down, especially with the Porsche, it's fast shifts. Now, way too low. But you knew that because I watched the stream afterwards and you were saying how late you were working. And I think that's probably the first trap on it as well. I know Doug got disqualified in this race. So just braking points, man. You're coming up to here. Brake be just either before the 100 or on the 100. And it's second gear corner, so you're braking way before, so you're going to stop way early. Yeah. Much better line through there, though. Just that rear, man. Third. No second. 50. Just turning in a little too late, I think. I think you'd be able to either get into the 50s, 40s, whatever it is, I can't remember it is. Yeah, the gear shifts. Unless you've got the preload. Unless you've got the preload super. What is happening? Unless you've got the preload super low, essentially, those gear shifts are down and not stopping you as much as what the brakes would anyway. Followed the car. Another thing as well, I know your car was broken, but especially when I was in the mirror, you could tell you were looking in the mirror. Which the way you were turning, oh, you was reading chat and everything. So yeah, it's just about knowing them brake markers, man, and having a better setup. Much better corner anyway. Much better. Yeah, I think you feel like the car's not going to break up, that's why you shift it down, because you may be going too fast or you'll get more grip out of it. There you go, you turned it perfectly for that corner there, though. It went down second again, but you turned it perfectly. It will grip, and there is so much more exit there than what you think. Like, let's... I don't know what you're doing here. Let the car through? Oh, I think that guy was actually... obviously braking in his points and stuff, like you were braking a little early and you thought he was going to probably crash into you, so that's what that was. So yeah, I'm no expert on this by a long shot. I think P1's, I'm in front of P1 right now. So, watch, I bet you I messed up P1 up here. Yeah, I do, miles different. Yeah, we're going to start, just. Let's get rid of that. I know he was sticking the nose in, and it was upsetting you, but you were thinking he was going to crash into you. And ultimately, he was braking at the right points, just you were braking a little earlier than he was. You probably did well to not hit you, so just roll 100. then what you want to be looking at is the... See how much run I've used there on that corner, man. It's a lot. So wait for Ricard to brick up, and you can kind of use that. That's probably a bit too much, right? And again, with this corner here, man, it turned in earlier. There's a lot more track to open that corner up as much as you can. I'm not an expert, I'm not too underrated this. Parabolic at him, scary rather, braking at that. Over the curve. Back to that thing. Just little things, and every track's got its own nuances and little things, but I watched a track guide on this before I got at least you're just coming off fresh faced and wide eyed. There's so much more time for you to gain than what you probably think. It just sucks, man. Even my race there, man, in lap 2, I couldn't avoid what happened to me at turn 1. And the same thing for you. When you got smashed into, and I think it was at a parabolic, I think we just missed it. It was at a scary Lambo. Is it coming in somewhere? No. Is it this one? Another thing as well, I would never, if you've been hit off at a scary, I'd never try and join back on that line, because it's blind. You'd have to go to this bit over here, and you're not on the actual racing line itself. I think you get away with it there. I think that guy is a bit of ashamed of himself. He went straight past the pit lane. He wasn't great at that, but you can see how much he's struggling. And the same thing with coming back on lines and stuff like that, because I know you probably didn't. Got to drive through that one. So which one was it? That looks like there's been a lot of right here. Alright, so these guys behind you, right? These guys are not fighting you for the position. I believe this is P21 and P20, and if they're going to be this aggressive... Let's change the camera. They're going to be this aggressive with you, mate. Just let them have their fun, you know? You've got that damaged car, but... You've lost out because there were two backmarkers, essentially. They're not racing you for position. That's not your position. You would have kept whatever position you're in P18. They're fighting for like P20 or something. I just let those idiots have it. It's the Merc that's crashed into you off the grass. Give you a bit of a bump. Got you out of shape. And you look how he's sliding there. And you're still full throttle while you're skipping out there as well. You'll probably lift this in. Nope. Still committed to this. Still committed to this. Still full throttle. You haven't let go of the throttle yet. Still on the throttle. This is glitched, right? No, because you're on the brakes. Right? No, I'm on the wrong fucking car. That'll teach me. Let's have a look from the office map. See? Right, let's look. So yeah, you got a knock. So you're on the throttle, you're feathering it. You're still wide. Yeah, you do let off there, and you're on the brakes. You need to hold those brakes. And ultimately, right, with a rejoin and it's same as like a scary or whatnot. Obviously, does happen. But obviously, this blokes, he's leading the race, and he's obviously because. He doesn't. I don't think he gets a yellow flag warning, right? These marshals should be working yellows for that flag. And this is the race leader, by the way. That's you. And that was a Porsche as well, right? That's a Porsche. So the Porsche isn't shit there. It's just obviously better exits out of those corners, that kind of thing. But I think you were blind and sighted, you didn't know he was coming, and he definitely didn't have any yellow flags to warn him about that. But it's just little things, man, the way you need to improve on, like, the braking points and moving over. But at this point, I think you are definitely struggling. That car is almost written off to the point where maybe you should have put in the pit lane. But honestly, once you've got some braking points down for this thing and a decent setup, man, you'll be rapid on this track, I believe. Yeah, it's just that heat of the moment kind of thing. Got pissed off and, you know, the other people sending it. But once I'd seen, if I'd seen them two cars coming back through and there were blue marker flags, you know, just let them go. They're not taking your position. They're actually fighting between themselves for P20 on or something, you know, so. But yeah, it's just little places and little things, man, where you can go a little better. It's the lines as well. I think you're leaving chat a lot. Yeah. That's why I think you twitch like that. You're not too bad there, watch your line. So just keep it straight. You do come over left, do you? Come back a little bit. That bump is a nightmare, man. I don't know what that setup is doing for you, but you're getting away with it. Usually that will catapult you. Catapult you off, got another good catch. And again, the car's knackered. Good waiting here for the bloke to come by. You did it in a safe place ultimately. So top job to you there. When you're doing it around the corner or something stupid like that, it's, you know, gonna make you slower, him slower. But you did a good job there. So it goes to prove, right, I think, with that there for P2 and whatnot, that evidently when you were rejoining at Parabolica, there was no intention to hit P1 out of the race, you know. As annoying as it is for P1 out of the race, it's evidently not on purpose. He's not going to see it like that, I doubt it, but, you know, obviously you're aware of what's going on around you. You can see that there are faster guys. Well, not faster guys, but that's like P1 and P2 were now being essentially lapped at this point, and you've got the awareness to come out of their way, which is a good thing for endurance racing, man. Not every car's a battle, not everybody keeping in front of absolutely everything is always the fastest way. So you did a fantastic job. You've got a good mind for it, man. You can do a lot better. I bounced through there, but you managed to save it. I think at this point, I've just been a knob, you know. So you're down on speed a little bit. I've got your draft. You can see the rear split rear wobbling around. Just you whipping about, definitely. I think you're trying to tell me your car's knackered, but it's evidently clear that it is. Let them all through on the blues, yeah. Well, you've got to, but there is a time and a place to do it, you know, in the mid-corner or something like that. But just be predictable. Like here, man, that's another thing. Obviously, you've missed the corner, right? Yeah, but watch. I personally don't think you know you're doing it. But obviously, until the car's stopped and ready to be turned in, you don't want to be turning in. So you've got perfect line here, just keep it straight. And you kind of, I don't know if you've not seen the apex or what, but look how much you've cut your own corner off. Already. So obviously being a racer, right, you know the ideal line is to square this as much as possible, which is difficult when you've been struggling with the brakes. It's difficult when you've got damage to the car. See the difference in positioning, but it is an unfair comparison, right, of someone that's actually raced on the track a lot, all of them a lot, and someone that's been in and fixed the damage a lot. But it's just little nuances to, and you know what the fastest lines are into corners. But just positioning and stuff, and it's your drifting coming over as well that's an issue. It's not an issue, but it will be in a long race. Much better, much better. See, you obviously know it. And you wait. And you wait. So you do it at some corners, you do it and there's other ones where you don't, so it might be just a damage thing at that point, right? Yeah, you kept doing it on 2-1, but there's fundamentals that you obviously know what's right. And you're doing it in some places and you're not doing it in other ones. That's perfect, like you can probably take a lot more of that, but it's just fundamentals that you obviously have, that you just need to apply everywhere. But you're not going to like it. But like I think Ricard said, and probably everybody else, it's just experience and just being in it as much as what you can. And there's no easy way around it, man. So you just do not get any better by not save again. You're just not going to get any fundamentals down unless you put your ass in the seat essentially and just do more and more of it. But I think with just braking points alone, what are your fastest laps? I don't think it's going to tell me, is it? No, I'm not going to get to see it. I think you're probably in the 50s. So you want to be aiming for 48s and 49s. I think that's a good step to take for the next one. That car's awful. It's fucking awful. And the thing about that car is any rear end damage, with it being a rear-wheel drive car as well, it's going to super affect the way you're coming out of corners. Giving you a bit of a brake boost there. Nearly 170 mile per hour there. That was. It's a bit better time. So that's what you and Jeff do here. Watch this. We need to wait for the car to grip, or we need to wait for the car to turn in before you accelerate. So you're not even around this corner right now. Watch this. You're at the apex now and you're already half throttle. You're full throttle. It's just going to send the car straight on. Wait till you get that thing lined up, then fucking bottle that throttle. But until that thing's lined up properly, Jeff does it as well at some of the tracks as well. He kind of, it's like a nervous stamp. You might think it's going too slow for the corner and he'll blip the throttle a little bit. And what it does is it just unsettles the weight of the car and it will just start to underseat like it did there. And that's just seat time again though. But ultimately the setup that you'll be using is a bagger crack. The damage that you've got on now is irreparable unless you come into the pit lane. But you've definitely got all the fundamentals there. I can see it in some of the laps, man. But I can see it in the laps. Just little things that I look for when we're with our boys and that, when we're doing like the track tours and stuff like that. But usually it's just a gear thing for a lot of them because I put a lot of time into it, but also winding the corner. Yeah, I mean with some of the cars as well. I mean the Aston Martin, it's got a horrendous turbo like in like first and second gear. Even off launch and stuff like that. So sometimes it kind of helps mid-corner when you're on the brake just to blip that throttle a little bit, or keep that throttle in just a tiny bit, just to try and keep those revs higher. So when you're off that brake and ready to accelerate again, it's not going and then up high. There's certain cars have, all cars have different characteristics. If you jump into the Aston, you jump into the Lambo, the Beamer, the Mercs, the stuff, they're all going to feel different, all different weights, different characteristics of the car. Every car's different. That's what's so unique about jumping into ACC with the GT3s and stuff like that. I think predominantly a lot of the GT4s kind of feel the same, but I love the GT4 racing because it's more about your inputs and carrying the speed through and stuff like that. There's much more fundamental driving. They're not the quickest, obviously, but you know, if you come off the throttle too early or you slide in too early and you scrub all that speed, it's a game changer. But you're doing pretty well to say you're only just starting. I don't know if that's a good right, you've got them boys through, so yeah, P1 can know that you haven't taken him out on purpose. He's unsighted to where you were. But I think that's a GT thing as well. Once you're off the track, you want to be back on that track as fast as possible. But you're not ghosted when you're coming back onto this track, you know, you're coming back on the racing line. 9 times out of 10 people are going to run into you now. Yeah, the car's awful at this point, there's not a lot you can do. But we should get you on, just to come and do some laps and stuff like that, and talk. I think you'd be a lot better with a decent setup. Right, let's have a look at SimGrid. Look at the insurance races that are coming up. Is Vines off, man? We can't wait to have you back, Vines, as well. It'd be nice to see you racing, bro. Qualify for the nice, man. So is that the golf thing at 2024 thing you've you've qualified for. Got about this. Alright, race. ACC PC. Event type, which will be, nope. Teams. We'll filter that out. So these are all team events coming up. I believe Jeff's in this one. It's going to be too late for us to really enter it and put a setup in and get Brooker ready for it as well. It's going to be too late to organise to have a full squad of drivers for this one. But these are what you're kind of looking at, right? We'll give you this as an example, CJ. CRF, Jeff has actually entered this with his team too. So there'll be safety cars in this race. Free practice starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. You'll get a driver's briefing, so you'll be in the Discord, you'll have a driver's briefing from all the stewards, so you'll know what's expected of you, what's not expected of you, that kind of thing. You've got to qualify in there in 30 minutes, which is good on Spa. And the race is 24 hours. Is that word there? 24 hours. Not simulated, the whole in 24 hours. There's a safety car in that one too, so that's going to be interesting to see how they implement that with cars being lap downs and couple of lap downs and other stuff. So a minimum prize pool of $100. Is that what the race in? $5 entry fee. Race to 150 at 40 entry. So yeah, it's like 150 quid. Mandatory pit stop, no, but you're not going to go very far on 115 litres of fuel. But you will need to change tyres. You'll need to make your stops. That's another thing you're going to have to practice is pit entry and pushing that as much as you can without getting those. Speed in the pit lane, you can get disqualified, or you can ultimately have another drive through, and it's a killer at Spa. The pit lane is so long. Mandatory driver swap, I can't see anyone doing 24 hours, so these are all pretty much yeses. Refueling now, yes. Fixed fueling, no. Pit window, no. Maximum driver since 65 minutes, so you get to sit in that car for 65 minutes. I think more than likely, right, you'll have to pit around that area anyway, just for a full tank of fuel and then a tyre set. But if you saved your tyres a little bit, if you can double sync a set of tyres, because there's no fixed tyre change and that, you could save a little bit of time in the pit lane, but there's pros and cons to it. Will you be a second as lap slower over 15-20 laps, which will equate to 15 to 20 seconds lost without them pressure bronze? So you've got to equate a lot of stuff into it. And yeah, basically you'll come in at your end of your 65 minutes, and either on your pit menu where you set your tyres and stuff like that, you'll select another driver, or you won't select any driver, you'll just set your pit lane up and that lot. Go into the pit box, lift up, drop it, drive off, that's you for another 65 hours. You could do like a 5, 6, 8 hour stint if you wanted to, but it kind of helps to have that relaxation in between it all. Drifting, golf qualifying is July, top 5 get done in Scotland. Hey, well done, my friend. Please let us know how you get on as well, Birds, man. That's great news, dude. We've been keeping busy. So yeah, that's the kind of thing that we're gonna kind of look for to get involved. So, and you've probably got the dates on here. 9th of December. This is the 10th of December. Look, that's nearly full too. These are prizes and all sorts of stuff. What's this one? Welcome to our race is 90 minutes long for that one. Okay. They have commentary teams, live stewarding, so there's people out on track watching what's going on, ticketing reports, that sort of stuff. Discourse. It looks like there's. Let's go back and have a look. Right, 6 hour Monza winter race. That's the 16th. At 2 p.m. our time. 3 rounds in that one. Okay. Noobs are us. 4s, 2 hours, 65 minutes. Everything in Delta. What the hell is that? Ah, right, okay, never mind. Celebrate 3 hour Nürburgrings. Again, these are teams, you can do this between 2 drivers. 2.4 hour Kyle Army. I think if we're going to do one, it's going to be a quick FRL Christmas Friday. I like racing at FRL. They've got a good team and they've got, what is it? Good commentary and a good stewarding team, basically. That's at Donington. There's going to be 30 GT3s and 20 GT4s. What's the time on that one? Race is 120 minutes, so it's like it's a 2 hour race essentially. Could be fun. Gentleman's birthday party. 3 hour endurance at Suzuka. I'm trying to find a big one for us to do. These are next year, so January 6th. 6 hours of Bathurst. 3 hours of Bathurst, 4 hours of Suzuka, 24 ORL, 24 hours of Nordschleife. The thing isn't released yet. And this is going to have, look at that TJ, if you're still here. Alright. So, you're going to have 140 cars on this track, right? 30 of them are going to be GT2 cars. I don't think you've ever seen the GT2s. GT3s, there's going to be 45 of them. GT4s, 25 of them. Porsche Cups, there'll be 20 of those. And BMW M2, essentially, kind of like the GT4 version, but a bit slower. There's going to be 20 of those. That's going to be... The actual date is to be decided because it's based on when that DLC will come out. That's what they're thinking for February. But yeah, we'll just keep our eyes on these things. How long these are, though. Endurance Championship, so it's not just one round of these things. There's more rounds to it and stuff. But we'll have a look for it. Series 24 hours of Nordschleife, so that'll be another big one. That's 100. All GT3s. Nope. 55 GT3s. GT3s are already full in that one, so they're quite popular of those. Mini Endurance League. So we're looking for 24 hour really. And there'll be a lot of 24 hours going on. Nordschleife 24 hours, Speed of Light Racing, Charity Donation, 10 hours of Spa. That might be a good opener. Are you getting off? GT2s, essentially, I think they're the Ferraris, right? Ferraris, there was another car with it, wasn't there? Yeah, I think they're Ferraris. That's what the classing is. It's that class of cars. 10 hours of Spa. Mini Endurances, nope. Big Bird Racing Endurance, that's an Endurance League, that one. There's 9 rounds, I think. Virtual 4 hours. World Endurance Series. Is that pit skill or what? Yes, it looked like it would pit wall. Endurance Tour, Zero Endurance Championships. That could be fun. 10 hours of Suzuka, there's another bugger going on. The registration's opening for that on the... See, this is what I mean. It starts on the 31st of December, so the registration will open. So this is due to open up soon. 10 hours of Suzuka. Team size is 2 to 4 drivers. Entry is limited to 50 teams. 40 GT3s and 10 GT4s, if only a few GT4 entries. So it'll be like 50 cars, I imagine. 50 GT3s. United's, what's that? UTC? What time is that? This'll have yeah? Live stewards and be able to report incidents using Google Form and Discord. Driver stints, blah blah. Maximum driver time is 5 hours and 30 minutes. So obviously more drivers, you'll be able to divvy that up a little bit, but between 2 drivers, the maximum any one driver can do is 5 hours and 30 minutes. I like that one though. Let's save that. 10 hours of Suzuka. Formula GT Racing League, and it's due the opening slots opened for that on the 31st of December at 9 o'clock. 9 UTC though. They could go either way, couldn't it? There's not an AM or a PM there. Like, it doesn't matter what time zone it is, it can be misconstrued differently, right? And yes, at 9 o'clock in the morning. But that could be fun. 100 Endurance Series. What? Oh, 8 rounds, right? That registration's already closed. Should have done better. Where is that one? Multi-class event. It's the info, but I mean, does it tell you what track it is? I mean, it's already pretty full. There's only one GT4 left, so 6 hours bond, is there? That could be fun. 6 hours of Bathurst. That could be fun. And then there's the FRL one. December the 21st. Thursday. Is this a championship or something? How many rounds is there? There's only one round, right? Live comms, live data and timing, stewarding, post race. So it's 75 SA and 3 track medals, but which is the elephant bot. Yeah, it's a Donington. It's a 2 hour though, that one. But that'd be pretty fun, right? But again, as well, on top of that, on top of all of this, let me do the teams. I'll let that. Why will it not show me where the teams are to sign up? Spot that right. But yeah, as long as you're in my team, man, I can sign it up to it. Yeah, it's not gonna do it. Dutch Racing League. What the hell is that on it? That ACC? They're all on ACC. Virus ACC. Trying to, my friend. Hello, Adele. I'm just looking at the Christmas kind of event for FRL. This race is 145 minutes, so what, that's 2.5 hours. But yeah, we're just looking at the this one here. This might be fun. Might be fun with 20 GT bloody cars on the track, man. I would be interested in the 6 hour Bathurst. Yeah, man, definitely. The 6 hour Bathurst seems like a good plan for all of us to get our feet wet in it. What's this? It's January the 6th. It's the 6 hour Bathurst one, so next month. So event rules for this, blah blah blah. Maximum of 3 drivers to do that, so 6 hours, 2 hours each. If we work it out that way, you know, one person might not be able to do that stint. 65 minutes for the driver, 3 hours and 15 minutes. So that gives you the pit window opportunity. 2 drivers, maximum stint time is 4 hours. That's nearly 5 hours. Shit. How does that work then? It's a 6 hour race, right? 6 hours of Bathurst, and if you're one driver, you get to, right, essentially do it all. I guess that's the way they've got to go into it. I'm not sure about them. I'm still on a break. I've not even looked. Sharpshooter Brooker. That's cool at the air and the track there, right? So there is a possibility room with the randomness on too. Yeah, I like this as well, so and that's the 6th January, so next month on the 6th, Bathurst. And then I've put that the FRL Christmas one. And that's at Donington. Not my favourite track, but yeah, good time, 8 o'clock. 2 hours, Donington. Loads of GT3s, well, 30 GT3s and 20 GT4s. And I imagine if they don't fill the GT4 class up, there'll be 50 cars on track, GT3s. Minus 15. That's just, right, sunny 15 degrees. What do you mean you're not sure of that? You're can steward there, Del. That's overall driver's time, so depending on the number and team, you're restricted to the time. Yeah, it said it's only a 6 hour race in the Bathurst one, and it told us that, you know, if you just the one driver in that event, you'll get to do 9 hours of it. So I'm not sure if that's the way they have to set it up to make sure that one driver in one team can do the maximum 6 hours. Surely they should just put 6 hours. I don't know. I don't know how it's set up on SimGrid, so God knows. Right, polar girl now. Ah, maybe do that Zandvoort, you know. So last time I was here, it was a 53.6. So judging by that, I'll be doing 55s. You retired? I hear you in the streams when I'm watching Briz. Oh, was I watching that? I can't remember what else I watched now, but I always hear your voice in there, bro. You and Jenna's. January 23, 2023. So last time I wrote January, February a bit along there. But that's January 2022. Where's the eyes that were racing? That's called testicles. A substitute for February the 1st, so it must be these, right? Where's the Eisner ones? Because literally we'll have been racing at like 7 o'clock at night, right? So I need to our race, but that's 2022. Where is the setups? Right. Okay. Have a good fun at your concert, though. I appreciate you popping in, my friend. I hope it's fun. It should be.
Low tire pressure, stay clear of the curbs.
I'm hits this track and it's not like that. Oh, bro, what are you pulling over? Everyone goes wide and stuff like that. I understand that. 160. 170. 75. 76.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
I would doubt the tire pressures are going to be on point. Pressing that, I'm going to have to turn the addition off. Start practice. Someone's flying. That's what I'm doing. We're not a million miles away from the cycle. Let's grab that curve to walk the rest of it. Nothing's set up to work. And I think the eyes of the race was like that before as well. Yeah, we're gonna have some troubles here, I think. I think ultimately a 55 won with rotating lap as well. Hello Dave, my friend. I saw you were playing earlier on. The cone did get wrecked, but the cone had it coming. But yeah, just trying to get back into the groove again, and it's been weeks-ish since I've raced and come on the wheel. So I'm just trying to get back into the groove, back racing. Thank you for popping over, and I appreciate the support as always. I hope you're alright. I hope you're ready for Christmas. I hope Priya's doing well as well. Nightmare of a track this one, so if you mess up this at the start, it compromises the whole Gran Turismo Need for Speed. Do we love the old Need for Speed? So, you know, Gran Turismo for its faults and that one, so it's going to be extremely fun doing that. Cool to see you racing there, man. I would love to see that on the stream, Dave, my friend. I'm sure you'll have a blast. I remember you saying that you used to race and whatnot, so it'd be fun to see me. Oh yeah, Gran Turismo Gold and do time trials and stuff like that. That's one of the probably one of the funniest bits of Gran Turismo in my opinion, is doing those time trials and whatnot. sort this setup out. It's not going right for us. Oh my god. This is a simulator, this one, for GT3 racing and stuff like that, all licensed by the real world companies that host these tracks and stuff, so they've got all the licenses and they're all like proper labour scanned essentially and stuff like that, so there's a lot of work that goes. There's even an aeroplane that flies over at some point too. But it's a beautiful game. Alright, F1 then. That would take a lot of me grinding to get into F1. It's a super quick pace. Love watching the F1. Big fan of it. But the F1 esports scene and stuff is huge competitive. Not great game as well. Just not for me, I cannot do it. It's still going to be a slow lap compared to what those boys are doing. Oh, wide, man.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
I think with a little bit of some tuning. Check that coming out in a second. Oh, miles away. Yeah, I think there's at least a 53 in this lap if I can get it right. Never seen the racing documentary. Senna, yeah man, Ayrton Senna. Absolute legend driver, bro.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
But when it came to racing, that guy was ruthless, man. But there's some good films out. Senna Prost, I think, is one of them. And then the film Senna as well, so what a fantastic race. I actually watched the race where he passed away, unfortunately. I watched it live with my dad because I grew up watching the Formula 1. So. I think that's more tiring than this year. It's what makes the sport fun as well, you know, having them rivalries, especially, you know, between drivers or teams. 2 tenths in the first corner, we'll get this bit right. We braked too early again. Yeah, definitely haven't made 53 in there, I think, if we could get it all together. We need to sort the car out now. So we need to get this. What is it? Is that 55 flat? My house. I think it's middle sector by a long way, but. Holy shit, in the last sector alone, this guy is 8 tenths up on me. 8 tenths. 8 tenths? I must have to spin when I went out wide, right? Okay, let's set this up. Go down and go for a Hollywood, what's this? Free. Using a lot. Doing a lot. These seem really low. These seem super high, so I don't know what this setup's from, but it's definitely not right. Let's try this. Go a little bit wild. Do you work on cars in real life? I used to a long while ago before children and stuff like that. We used to do grass track racing. Called autograss racing, so like in big ovals essentially, on mud, grass, that kind of thing. And then stock hatch racing too, so that was a mixture of mud, gravel and tarmac all in. I used to go up and down where I'm from, in my state essentially, Yorkshire, and go racing around there. Different tracks. It's fantastic. It's like a plane going across. I think it was. It's not bad, the Xbox Game Pass, for how much it is, for what you're getting essentially on, you know, there. It's what you're into, and let's see, kicking around on Valorant. Obviously, as well. How are you finding the season of Discovery? It's not a hardcore experience, right? You can revive on that thing. What I can't remember who said it now, it's kind of like a retail experience, but for like the old version of the game. It isn't expensive of it to have, but fundamentals, especially from a young age, learning how to do go-karts properly. There's no other experience being a young person learning to, it applies a lot in so many aspects of driving and going karting. You're learning lines, and you're learning the fundamentals of you can jump into all this
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Have a good understanding. So good fundamentals of karting is teaching. It is expensive now, but the tricks. You guys must have a perfect car, it must be awesome. We have a lot over it too, though. It's massive over it, obviously. Right. First lap's always going to be crap. Tyres not anywhere where they need to be. Give it a go. Uh-oh. There is, man, but it's no coincidence. Every Formula 1 driver, you know, top tier drivers, have all made their start with go-karting. All of them. Let's look a little bit. Nice to see you, Dave. Anyway, I don't know what time it is, though. You must be getting on for midday, evening-ish. losing it, I don't know. Less fuel, I don't know.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Back up some more times, we can. Thank you there, man. I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate you popping in, man. Thank you. Real legend, dude. Thank you. I must have got a really good exit off that one. So I'm matching.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Okay. Just behind. I would have had it. I would have had it big time there. That would have been the laugh as well, man. Thank you, man. Oh, that would have been the laugh definitely for 53. Son of a gun. Come on, Jimmy. All times off. Ish. So it's still possible to do 53 through, but all Ricard, even I can completely put you out. Mess that up.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
There's definitely more time in it. The Bathurst race. Give me a second, my friend. I shall check. So I'm still losing 2 tenths in that sector. It's fine. Oh, is that my turn? That's a shame. I still think there's 2 or 3 tenths in there. The 6-hour event will be, and it's a team thing as well, I think. So, you know, it's like signing up as a solo might be an issue, you know, it might not just let you do it, but it was under a team thing. But let me just see. That's that picture TJ used earlier on. We should have so many at least. I should have. Oh, I should have got this in. The film on this thing. So it's under a team thing, so you know. Join the team. It's Cal Monson now, it's the Bathurst we're looking for. Driver swap's a 3-hour one. It's for Togger Motorsport or Turga Motorsport. So yeah, Turga Motorsport, 6 hours of Bathurst on PC, follow them and then register a team. Now if you haven't got a team on there, it's not going to let you register, even as a solo driver. So I've already sent you the link to come and join to my team so we can essentially do it. I need to get the same with 2J. Could be fun, right? You can do it as a solo, apparently, but it's still saying to register your actual team instead of registering yourself. Live streaming. We'll endeavour to live stream these races, but there could be circumstances where we cannot. But we'll inform you in the way before. No, not really. So the first 30 minutes will be live streamed. After 30 minutes, they will go to a port-based streaming. Teams will be given a form to use to log any instance there. I guess if there's a driver briefing, right? Togger staff / commentators have to race solo in the Jaguar around there. Okay. Good luck with that. I guess that's why the air temp's like it is then, to try and save their route tyres a little bit more. The general whole thing's not live streamed, but you know, 6 hours could be a kick in the nuts. But yeah, it's with Turga Motorsport, 6 hours of Bathurst. Essentially this. Which I'll have to follow the commute. Oh shit, I'll have to log into this now. I'm not doing it on stream. Oh, then he comes straight in and does that. Perfect. I know I can go faster. The main thing is, I feel like I've got a setup that I can use. It's not great, but it's not perfect by any chance, but it's definitely usable. This thing here, the bump stop range needs to come way down for this patch. There's no way that's right. The rear just feels like a sponge. It's at 2. They're at 2-2, so yeah, it needs to come way up on that. Be free. Save. I think we can apple it. That's super long. Let's save this. Where is it? There. That's perfect. That gives us enough to at least work on it. Oh, it's not until January. Yeah, so it's not until next month, essentially. So you'll have a couple of weeks to sort it out. I mean, after Christmas, Boxing Day, you'll be essentially working on that setup. If it was a team event, so we'd be setting up for it. But Bathurst is a mean lady, as we know. One hit that bloody wall and we're screwed. One hard brake into that pit lane, it can be a bit of a nightmare. But I'd be happy to do that. Like you said, you needed a bit of time. There's other races that are on, but they're super close, man. They're like next week, essentially, the 24 hours and stuff like that. Which I'd still be game to sign up to, but you know, not without you, not without TJ having enough practice and stuff like that. Myself. It's got to be an invalid blackness. Not particularly, no, not really. There's 6-hour bombs and stuff like that. Other than that, it's that 24-hour spare, but like I said, that's like next week. It's one next year. It's team. Don't like holding on to that curve like he's doing now. I think I've got a mid 53 in me at best, really, at the minute. Just for practice. Where that would put me in the split one lobby, I don't know. Seems like it's sliding around like crazy. It's a kind of throw, it's just... Where's tomorrow? It's the 12th, isn't it? That CRF race, I think. One like the 6th, I think. Well, the 8th. You could be right, mate. They'd need a week or two, is what I'm saying, right? Sounds like you always get the turn then. That's the 9th. But what was wrong? Yeah, you might be right. That's tomorrow actually. That's the 10th. That's the 6th. The 6-hour Monza is on the 16th. I think that's next week. 2 PM. Kyle Army, 2.4 driver swap there. You love that. And then obviously the FRL one. 80 grid, 3 hour. And that one's the only one. These are the only ones really disappointing. It's looking like if we were going to do that one, we'd need to sign up to it. I'll keep an eye on it. Nice finds, man. But you were right. Spurs tomorrow. I think he's gone even faster that low, actually. Right. I'll do 4 laps and then I'm going to get off. See, I need a, what is it, the dash, you know, like they all use. More central as well. Much more central, I can't see it.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I don't know how you do this here. Crazy. I'll think about Monza, I'd love to do it, man, if you're a game for it. I'd even do it in the shitbox.
Be careful.
You do the Kyle Army one solo.
Slow car ahead.
Yeah, you pissed that Kyle Army. Mind you, when I watched you on, I didn't see it live, but I watched you on Jeff's community one, and the setup looked shit. It looked awful. That's something you would definitely need to work on, is that setup for Kyle Army if you were going to do that. But yeah, I'd definitely work on that setup for Kyle Army if we were going to do that. It looked awful, man.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Looking nothing about it or like that. Obviously, almost even, and I messed it all like that. Every single corner. Yeah, I know it's tough work, especially when it comes to qualifying, having to avoid people, but just the way it handled up the curve. I've been behind you when we were racing there, and that car looked awful. Trust me. It didn't handle any of the pump or curve like it should have. It's a pedal preload there, I need more stopping power. Oh shit.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
But we definitely need a Bynes racing team with TJ as well, that'd be fun to have on track. Alright, 3 laps and then I'm done. Advance. I don't like when the rear bump stops there. Oh, are you kidding me? There's definitely more time in it. Getting it right, isn't it? Yeah, I understand how that could probably be frustrating because you avoid all the bollocks then, you get to run your own
Yellow
race
flag in
essentially.
sector 1.
It's not fine, trust me. Bugs need sorting out on it. This patch isn't. This should be able to do 30 degrees, but it's not. This is not the same though. No, I'm not going to run a solo kite lap from that. No! Man, what is wrong with me? At least two times in this lap. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to pull it off, man. There's even time in this car rear, but the rear pump stops are temperamental. This is not just leave a bit of room for last run. And if I just put an extra lead, I've got two out. Oh my. It took a bit too much out of the tyres. Right, last run. Better for worse, probably for worse. Definitely for worse, yeah. Oh, and that's that gear out.
Sector 1.
Just everything in me wants to go faster than what that time has. This is all that we want is sorting out these rears. probably a preload, but it's not. I'm not when, especially the big looper. This one here, just don't feel like being on and off throttle and getting any kind of engine braking. Slow it down enough without having to drop it down to second. And as soon as I drop it down to second, I'm already kind of losing time with it. Yes, yeah. Other the boys, I don't think I'm too uncompetitive. I just need more time in the rig, I think is what I need. Yeah, there she is. Picturesque. That's what every 911 or 911. But yeah, I don't think it's slow, but ultimately, will it be as quick as to be competitive, essentially? I feel like if I can get that rear to stop kicking out like that with the bump stops and have it a bit more stable through the quick bits, I'll be able to pick people off racing 100%. Qualifying, I'll struggle with a little bit. But I think with racing and stuff like that, I think I'll be able to make a lot of positions, especially at Paul Ricard. Zandvoort, it's a single file track essentially. Waiting for people to. You have. You have. You did it at the Xander practice, in the practice lobby, but when it came to qualifying, I didn't get it together for whatever reason. I just wanted to say you were like low, really low, 54. But you have done a 53. It's like a 53.8. Something like that. 53.9 maybe. It's one of them. 53.8, 53.9 in the Porsche for the ISDA, and we were in the practice lobbies doing that as well. But trust me, you have. Brooker, thank you for hanging out with me, mate. It's been a weird one getting back into the rig and getting back into the group, but I appreciate you dropping by and keeping me company while I'm doing that. Some words of encouragement. Obviously, the 6 hour Monza one, I'd be more than happy to jump in. You know, if you want to do that solo, I understand. Might be a better one, you know, because when's that? I'm not sure what it is. Might be fun getting 2J in there in a car as well. That might be fun. But he needs to, yeah, he needs just to get used to the track essentially and the braking points, and not take the leader out as well. Just some little bits and bats. But he's definitely got potential to be good on that game if he puts some time into that game, which isn't easy for him, I know, because his community is all Gran Turismo 7 players, so he's just not going to get the views playing on ACC than he would do on GT7, so content, views, whatever you're into. You know, so he's going to, obviously, a community of people where you've got essentially 16 drivers that are all going to either watch the stream, like the stream straight away as well, so it's not going to be easy for him to want to come over to ACC, unfortunately, but he's ultimately got a great PC to do it on, you know, he's got a decent wheel now as well. The physics are a lot better, the lobbies are a lot better. You know, we're talking about racing with 100 cars on track and stuff. But yeah, let me know about the Monza, man. I'd be well up for it. So don't come on and hurt yourselves, mate. Endurances come and go. We can wait for do one until you're better. But I'm going to be putting more time onto the rig. It's pointless having a Fanatic wheel if I'm not going to actually put any time in it. We did Rust last week, a week before, whenever, the day after got the prize or whatnot, so bought that, and I've nearly put 100 hours into Rust as well, which I love and enjoy that. They just had a wipe as well recently. So I'm just waiting for one of the boys to either go on there and pick a server or something and put a bit of time into it, but at the minute it's like a bit of limbo. I don't know what anyone's doing at the minute with it, so I'm just going to blast some ACC, do some racing. And if you want to do the Monza or you're going to do the Enduro or something, I'll focus on Monza or something like that. I'll focus on one of the tracks anyway. Yeah, have a think about it, man. There's no pressure, but I'd rather you not do it and feel 100%, you know, resting than you do it and potentially hurt yourself, or, you know, there's no point taking a step forward coming on racing and then taking another 2 or 3 backwards because you've push yourself too much to do it. And you know, ultimately 6 hours isn't a long time for a 24-hour race, but 6 hours is still a long time to be sat in the rig and doing that sort of thing. So just rest up, man. If you feel up to it, let me know. Obviously, join the team on the sim grid, and I can just sign us all up, and first, second, third drive, and we can go through everything. Just let me handle it. All you need to do is, I'm not asking you to sign a contract. Like, I want your blood every 6 months and stuff like that. Take a urine test, bro. You're just part of that on sim grid and full of drivers. I'm going to get TJ to sign up to it as well, right? You don't have to change a livery or nothing. Just means that it's just easy for me to go about and sign the drivers up and sign the team up because it's already established on there. Man, again, don't push yourself. It'd be fantastic to see you win the rig, obviously, but well, obviously just don't hurt yourself. I'd much rather see you shout at the screen at Ready or Not. I wouldn't know what is wrong with Ready or Not, man, with YouTube and why it cuts the stream off like it does, because it doesn't do that with any other game. I know Chivalry does it, but that's like a blue screen. It doesn't stop the recording. So it's weird why it would stop the actual recording. The game cannot be that taxing. And YouTube is not like shutting the stream off. It's weird, man. And I think Jeff was saying that they had an update today or something for it. But yeah, it's always fun watching you shout at the screen and wonder where guns have disappeared to, and asking people what they're doing or what are you doing. Perfect, man. Yeah, I heard, man. I think I caught it on one of your streams that you've got to have this injection thing. And if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's actually into like your bone as well, into like your marrow. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it might not be. It might just be a normal injection. Don't want to freak you out. But obviously, my brother, when he had a slip disc and everything else, had literally had to put like it into its actual like a bone marrow kind of thing. And apparently, it's very painful. Well, that's good news. Maybe the updates helped. I just don't see how that game. I don't understand why YouTube shutting the stream. Because it's not the game crashing YouTube to stop the stream, is it? You know, like it just lag and it just carry on streaming. So it's weird how those two work together. But it's good news that you've managed to put in 5 hours and the fact it hasn't actually crashed on you. Just watch that Jeff when he's around you, buddy. Big troll, top guy, funny lad. Can't shoot for shit, and he's an alright driver. Update is next week. I thought it was today for some reason. I'm not sure why. God, that is one awful car, man. The only saving grace at the minute is the livery on that thing. That's another thing for Monza as well. That's one of the lads in the team to put together a livery for it. We can get the Raw Rizzle one or something stupid like that uploaded. That'll look pretty cool, man. Brooker, I know. Big love to you as always. Everyone here loves you. You know that. I know Vines was in here earlier on. Good luck with your drifting, pal, and let us know how ACC is going. We'd love to get you involved with it. Dave, the Stars of Land, absolute legend. I know I was giving TJ some hints and tips earlier on. If it come off as being condescending, I apologise. Just there's little things that you do and then you don't do, so it's just being consistent with it. Dell as well. Was at a concert. He never said he was at like a Spice Girl concert. I never knew they were on, but it's what it is. I know Homie popped in. Big love to my Yorkshire dude. Space, brother from another mother. Fantastic artist. And if there's anyone else I'm missing, I apologise. Jeff, the man with the hair. Of course, Jeff. I forgot. Doug as well. He was 5-siders in, so I'm guessing he's 5-siders asleep right now. That's his cotton socks. Appreciate you, buddy. And I don't think I'm missing anyone else. My chat's going pretty far back, actually. It's pretty cool. Debating whether to make Jeff admin on the channel. We'll see if he plays his cards right. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be back on tomorrow. I'm probably going to do some Monza then if there's a chance we get to do it. But no pressure. But yeah, I'll do that. Maybe focus a little bit on Zandvoort, trying to get my times up a little bit. I've definitely got to work on I'm going to write a list afterwards. I've got to work on the rear bump stops for the BMW at Paul Ricard as well, because I know that's what's wrong with it. It's either that or the ride height at the back. And I've got it slammed, man. It's only three clicks off lowest ride height on the back. So it's either the rear bump stops, because they're at like 40 odd, or it's the ride height. So I'm going to sort that out tomorrow, so I'll be on. Obviously, I'll try and catch your stream if you're on, Brooker, ready or not. whatever you end up playing, I'm there, I'm lurking. It's just difficult, obviously, we've got weekend now. And Izzy's been super energetic, essentially, so she's all over the bloody place. It's like 2 a.m. bloody sleeps and stuff like that. It's crazy, man. Driving Lana crazy. It's good job. From me, from the dog over there, I'm gonna go have a ciggy. I'll be back tomorrow with ACC. Hopefully, I'll get some races in. And hopefully, we'll give you some better content than me just gibbering on for an hour or two, essentially. If I see one, I'll be very tempted, but busy from 2 till 5. Well, I'm just going to spy my chance, essentially, to get on. After 7, I'm kind of free, so that's helpful. But during the day, I'll be probably watching your guys' stream. But if I get the chance, if she goes to her mum's or something like that, goes and visits grandma, I will definitely jump on. Stay cool, Brookside, and I shall see you all tomorrow. As I always say, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Peace and love. Thank you everyone for jumping in and watching. A noob trying to get back into the actual rhythm of it. Have a great night, guys, and enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, and I'll be back tomorrow. Appreciate it, guys.